the Mid-Suburban League's Prospect Nights.
Prospect Football Weekly, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect. We are here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you. I'm here with Coach Debuff. Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings and welcome to the final week of the regular season.
Thanks for having me, as usual.
Oh, not a problem. The game against Wheeling went into overtime. How did you try and keep the players calm during an extremely exciting game like that?
Yeah, our focus all week was to play 6 seconds at a time and really focus on one play at a time. And I think our guys did a great job doing that, even depending on what the circumstance was, they stuck to the plan.
There was a lot of passes compared to the game against Buffalo Grove. How crucial is it to keep that up for the Elk Grove game?
Testing. Okay, we're back.
Do you want me to repeat the question? Okay, here we go. There was a lot of passes this week compared against Buffalo Grove. How critical is it to keep it up against Elk Grove this week?
Yeah, we're going to stay balanced and continue to throw and run. So hopefully the weather holds up for us against Buffalo Grove. We were a little bit rainy, as you saw, so that kind of affected our passing game a little bit.
Yeah, there were numerous penalties on both teams last week. How does the team need to stay disciplined in order to reduce that large number of penalties this week?
Oh, Wyatt, that's a great question. We actually run a 100-yard sprint for every penalty that we have. So we had quite a few sprints Saturday morning with the guys. We talk a lot about focusing on little details, and that's going to be a big focus for us this week.
I'm sure they really enjoyed that. What was the largest play that stood out to you against Wheeling last Friday night, as there was quite a bit of them?
I think the biggest play that sticks out to me is our defense holding the Wheeling offense on 3rd down in overtime. We felt really confident on offense at that point in the game, and we felt that if we got stopped, we'd be able to put a score in.
After the game went into overtime, the team pulled off the victory. What was the reaction on the sideline? Because this sets up this whole scenario where you win, you have playoff eligibility.
It was really exciting. I was really proud of our guys, how they battled all the way to the end. It was easy to kind of fold in some of that adversity that we saw, but they stuck to the plan, and it was nice to celebrate that, and it's made for a really exciting, fun week.
Coach Debuff, I thank you for your time here as always. And now we will send it over to Michael Chavez, our player guest. Michael, come on down.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Mount Prospect with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect.
Hey, welcome back to Prospect Football Weekly, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect. I'm here with running back Michael Chavez. Michael, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'd like to thank a shout out to all of our guests who have come out tonight. Should be a really fun night tonight. So, Michael, it seems like you have a knack for big moments this year on both sides of the ball. Describe what it felt like to score that touchdown in overtime to keep the season alive.
Well, it was great just seeing all of our hard work pay off, and just the belief that we had in each other. Just it all came up to that moment, and we came through.
Absolutely. Even with the win, the defense was on the field a whole lot against Wheeling. What has been the focus in practice to avoid that?
Well, we're just trying to get off the field on 3rd and 4th downs. We had a little bit of problems with that last game. We're hoping to improve for Elk Grove.
Absolutely. This is a new experience for you, a win-or-go-home scenario. How are you trying to handle a situation like this?
Well, I'm just excited because we have an opportunity to go to the playoffs, which is something we haven't done in a really long time. And we control our own destiny, so I'm just excited to play.
Absolutely. What does the offense have to do to step up for this team to have a chance, like you said, to make the postseason for the first time since 2012?
Well, it's just consistent improvement throughout the week and having a great practice week so we can carry that momentum into the game.
Absolutely. That's all we have. Let's give a big round of applause for Michael Chavez. So next we have Coach Keller on the show. We'll be back after the break.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Mount Prospect with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect.
And we're back here on Prospect Football Weekly with linebacker coach, Coach Keller. Coach, you've been a versatile member of the Prospect coaching staff, moving around a bit from level to level. How have you personally transitioned when Coach Debuff arrived here?
I think the transition when Coach Debuff was hired was phenomenal. I mean, we were kind of last spring not quite sure what was going to happen, and I think it was the next day after Coach Debuff was announced, he gave us all a call, and me and him had a real good phone call. Being an out-of-building guy, wasn't quite sure what his vision was with the staff, and right away he said, "We want you on board. We've heard good things," and it's been great ever since.
Your focus is on defense and with the linebackers. How and who do you think has performed so well so far this season?
Yeah, so I mean, if you watch our games, we obviously play 3-4 defense, so it's 4 linebackers out there, and we returned 3 of them from last year's team that played significant time. So, you know, Michael Sema, Michael Chavez, and Adam Mecke were returning, and then we kind of had an open spot left, and Adam Ryerson has really stepped in and played well there. I think all 4 guys have done what we've asked them to do. You know, Michael Chavez is the one who kind of, you know, gets in on the tackles more and has his name announced more, but, you know, sometimes the other 3 guys we're asking to just do what's best for the defense and not best for their own personal stats.
Absolutely. In intense situations, emotions can run really high. How do you try as a coach to try to calm your guys down during a game?
Well, for me personally, I'm actually typically usually up in the box, so I don't have much control over controlling the guys on the sideline, but I can constantly hear in the headsets Coach DeBuff and Coach Collins, especially last game, just talking about, you know, play the next play, play the next play, play 6 seconds. It's kind of been the message the last couple of weeks, and I think it's, you know, shown in the results.
What do you think the linebacker core needs to improve against Elk Grove coming to the game on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously building off last game, we weren't, you know, we kind of had a little sour taste in our mouth as a defense. Giving up 30 points is way too much. So just like I talked about, you know, we've really tried to hammer home this week, just doing your own personal job, doing what's best for the other 11 guys. You know, I think at times we've tried to do a little bit too much on our own, and that's kind of allowed us to give up some big plays. So I think if this week we can, you know, do what we're being coached to do and just do your individual job, we'll be in great shape.
With emotions running high, how are you going to try to stay calm in a game like this coming up on Friday?
I mean, you know, we're all really excited. It's obviously a big game, but it's just like Coach DeBuff's been preaching to the kids, and we've all been preaching. It's just taking things 6 seconds at a time, 1 play at a time, and just, you know, playing each play the hardest you can and making sure you don't leave anything up to chance.
That's all we have for Coach Keller. After the break, we'll bring back Coach DeBuff to preview this week's game against Elk Grove and a possible playoff berth.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Mount Prospect with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect.
Test, okay. And we welcome you back to Prospect Football Weekly, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect, and that's where we are, Buffalo Wild Wings in Mount Prospect. Thank you very much for hosting us. Coach Debuff has made the long journey from his table over here. Thank you for making that journey for us.
It was difficult, but I had to do it.
I thought so. Elk Grove, while only winning one game, is much better compared to last season. What have you seen from them so far this week?
I think they're a really tough, scrappy team. We think that they're gonna battle with us. We're expecting a game to come right down to the end, just like last week. We're preparing for a 4 quarters battle.
How does your 6 seconds at a time approach are going to help you this week against Elk Grove?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is, we've been talking about a few times with you, is how we react to adverse situations and when things don't go the way that we plan. This mantra of 6 seconds at a time, it really goes to whether things are going good or bad or anywhere in between. None of that matters. We're just going to play that next play, and then that kind of keeps us on the path.
Elk Grove's looking to play spoiler in the final game of the season. What is the most important thing this team needs to fix?
I think a big focus for our defense is getting off the field on 3rd downs, and for offense is protecting the ball.
Very, very simple, but very, very important. Tell me what you think this atmosphere is going to be like at George Gaddis Memorial Stadium on Friday.
I think it's going to be bumping. I'm expecting a huge crowd. I'm expecting the U to be out in full force. They are giving away, I believe, 250 free hats. This may be announced at some point. So we're going to make sure we're trying to get as many students there as possible.
Get those hats on Friday. This is the question everybody in this program and in this school is asking, and I would like you to answer this as best as possible. What is the playoff scenario for this game? I know you have to win, but give me a little description for it.
Yeah, it looks like with the things and how things are shaking out, we take care of business on Friday night. It looks like we will be in, so it's exciting. But we're not looking forward to that. We're looking forward to Friday night first. We talked today with the guys. We're not going to even think about who we could play or what that might look like. We're going to focus on getting to 5-4, and this will be the first winning season in 6 years. So that's our #1 goal first and foremost.
Since 2012, and that is it with Coach Debuff. Give him a round of applause, everybody. You are loved in this community. And let's send it over to Connor for a Q&A with Coach Debuff. Now you get to face the real questions from the parents.
Hi, my name is Wendy. Hi, my name's Wendy. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How do you coach through officiating calls that you don't agree with, such as last week's game?
How do we coach through an officiating call that we don't agree with? That's a great question. You know, I think that our mantra of the 6 seconds at a time goes right to the coaching staff as well. I think that it's really important that we stay calm on the sideline, and yeah, we want to make sure that our voice is heard with those officials, and we want to get an explanation on certain things, but again, those are things that are out of our control. We're not going to waste any energy focusing on that. We're going to move on to the next play.
Ask Coach Fleischer about that. I'm sure he has a lot to say about that one. Next question, Connor, get over there. It's got to be a question. Oh, there we go. We have a question. Here we go. Get ready.
Coach, what's your favorite color?
What is your favorite color? I did not know this.
Favorite color? My favorite color would be Columbia blue.
I was expecting an answer like that. Do we have another question from the audience, this fine audience? It can be about anything. His days at Lamont High School? No? Oh, we have a question. Another one.
Coach. Alright, where do you get your boots?
Where do you get your boots? I asked about this early in the season. They are good luck, apparently.
My current pair is from the Big R.
Where's that?
That current Big R would be in McHenry, Illinois.
I got another question, Coach. Coach, can you talk a little bit, what's the story behind those boots?
What is the story behind those good luck boots that you bought in McHenry?
That's a great question. Testing? Okay. The Good Luck boots, they came about with one of our themes for week 1 this week was a repeat theme for a game that in my first year as a head coach, our first playoff game, we were playing Pontiac High School down in Pontiac, Illinois, and our theme that week was the outlaw theme that we saw again in this week 1. So that was actually the first game that I wore those boots in, and we won. So since then, they've kind of turned into my Good Luck boots.
I personally have a question for you, and this comes knowing you pretty well now. You are someone who shows up no matter what in the morning, like as early as it gets. And you aren't like you don't live across the street from Prospect High School. You don't live in the school. How do you stay this dedicated to this football program?
The really exciting part is we have that 0-hour class now with a lot of our guys being in there. So they're expecting to see me there every morning. So if I want to hit the snooze button, it's really tough because I know that they're going to be waiting to see me first face that they see in the morning and the last face that they see when they leave, and I think that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Is there any more questions from anybody? Oh, we have one in the back. One in the back, Connor.
Well, you've got...
What sparked your love of the West? Like the Wild West, what was that? What sparked your love of the Wild West?
What sparked your love of the Wild West? You sparked your love. What sparked that love of the Wild West?
Well, Rex, I'd have to say, watching cowboy movies growing up, really enjoyed some Lonesome Dove. You probably don't know that one. You're gonna probably want to check that out.
Is that your all-time favorite Western?
Let's go with yeah. Let's go with yeah.
It's a good choice. Any more questions? It can be about almost anything. Well, Connor, get over there.
Where am I going?
Coach Debuff, who's your favorite freshman coach?
I'll say that I like all of the freshman coaches as equals, but I will say there is one coach that has a specific physique attribute that I'm looking to attain. As you can tell sometimes on the sideline that my calf muscles are a little lacking. Coach Cannon has an incredible set of calves, and I've been working towards getting calves like Cannon throughout the season.
Very interesting. And that's it for Prospect Football Weekly. Let's hope not for the season. And we hope to see you next week. Thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings for hosting us. Thank you to Connor, Grace Baldino, Amanda Stickles, Jason Block, Coach Dan Keller, Coach Dan DeBuff. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you next week for another episode of Prospect Football Weekly.